Hello and welcome to Tech Deals. Today have I got an awesome deal for you. Let me ask you a question. Do you want to play current and modern games, and do you want to do so with no hassles? Do you want to do it without having to spend thousands of dollars or having to build your own machine or buy some cheap computer and then immediately have to change it and upgrade it? Well then stop. You found your video. For 1080p gaming, one monitor, 1080p gaming, this is the computer. This is the Acer Predator G3-710 desktop computer. That's just the model number, it doesn't really matter, other than to let you know that there are less expensive machines and there are more expensive machines. But if you want a computer today, I'm filming this in May of 2016, and you want to buy something that you can take out of the box, plug into the wall, and start gaming right away without having to tweak it, adjust it, change parts, upgrade it, this is what you should be looking at. This is a very, very, very compelling option. Let me talk about the market for a second really quickly. On the low end over here, you've got your cheap pre-built machines. Now, I've reviewed these before. I've reviewed a $300 Levino H50 machine, nice computer. I've reviewed a $450 Asus M32 CD desktop computer. I actually highly recommend that for a lot of people. It's a great machine. But neither one of those come with a video card. The only one you should add one to is the Asus, and even then it comes with limitations. First of all, that Asus machine is $450. Second of all, if you add a modest video card, a 1080p video card, you're looking at maybe $150. So now you're at $600. This computer is $750. Now, wait a minute, I know, before you go to the comment section, you say, wait a minute, if this is $750 and I can buy that computer, put a video card in, and it's $600, why wouldn't I do that? Maybe you should. It depends on the person. But keep in mind, if you do that, two things are true. Number one, your warranty support is just on the base computer, not including the video card. So if you have any problems, you're on your own. Second of all, you buy the computer and you immediately have to start changing parts. Now, putting in a video card is not hard. I have done a video showing how to install the video card in that computer. In fact, I'll put a link here to the Asus computer review, and I will put a link here to the video showing how to install RAM and a video card into that machine. It takes 10-15 minutes. It's not hard, but it is another step you have to do. Not everybody wants to do that, and I understand. Furthermore, that's not the only difference between these machines. This computer comes with a 500 watt power supply. That computer comes with a 300 watt power supply. Yes, you can change the power supply on that computer, but that's another $40 to buy a nice 500 watt power supply. This computer comes with more cooling. You can upgrade this beyond the video card that it comes with. That one you really can't. There's no extra fans or airflow in the sub $500 computers. So while you can put a $150 video card in them, you're kind of stuck. That's the most you'll ever be able to do. With this machine, you're starting at the $150 video card and it goes up from there. You can, a year or two from now, if you decide to maybe upgrade your monitor or newer and fancier games come out and now your machine's running a little slower, this computer will support the $300 video cards, whereas the $450 machines won't. That's a very important difference. Buy this today, game out of the box, and in a year or two, if you want to go to the next level of graphics, you can. You can't in the sub $500 machines, you're stuck. The small upgrade is all you can ever do. Now let's talk about the other end of the spectrum, the $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 computers. I'll use Alienware as an example. Dell has a line called Alienware. They didn't actually start it. They bought Alienware 10 years ago back in 2006, but that doesn't matter. Alienware is their gaming line. Dell makes $500 computers, but they're even worse than the Asus is. I wouldn't recommend them because they're not upgradable at all. Their Alienware machines, a good one's going to run you about $1,500 to $2,000. Now, they will play all the current games beautifully. For $1,500 to $2,000, that's a lot of money. This is a really nice middle-of-the-road solution. $750 gets you a much nicer machine than the cheap pre-builts, doesn't cost crazy money, will play current games at 1080p, and you don't have to do anything to it. Take it out of the box, plug it in the wall, turn it on, and you're good to go. Now, does that mean that there's no upgrades I would recommend to this? Not quite. It would be nice if it had 16 gigs of RAM. It comes with 8. But no worries, there's a memory slot to add another 8 gigs in the future if you decide that you want to do that. I personally will do that in this machine because I like having 16 gigs of RAM. It's not essential. There's no current games on the market that require more than 8 gigs of RAM. In fact, most games don't require more than 4, but 8's really nice to have. So what does this computer come with? You'll notice I haven't talked about specifications much. That's because that's not who this is targeted to. If you're the kind of person who wants to pick out every last part in your machine, you should probably custom build your own computer, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. I will be doing a video at the end of this month doing a custom build of a gaming machine, and by all means, some people should custom build a gaming machine. There's nothing wrong with that, but that is a hobby and a task in and of itself. It's not something that the average person probably wants to do. Worldwide, more than 90%, I read this online somewhere, so it must be true, more than 90% of all computers sold are just like this. They're pre-built that come out of a box from a major company. The number of people who custom build is a tiny, tiny fraction of the overall market, but it's an enthusiastic fraction. I personally custom build my own gaming machine, but it isn't for everybody. This is a great option if you just want to get a box, open it up, plug it in, and use it, and have a warranty, in this case a 2-year warranty, from a company like Acer who's been around for many years, who if anything goes wrong with it, it's their problem, not yours. So what's in the box? Well, let me talk about the specifications for a minute. I didn't talk about them before, but I will talk about them now. This computer has got an Intel i5-6400 CPU. This is a 6th generation Intel Skylake architecture. It's the latest and greatest thing that Intel makes. It is a true quad core. It's got 4 CPUs, 4 brains inside of it. It is plenty fast for gaming. It has 8 gigabytes of memory. It's also the latest kind. It's DDR4, which just came out year and a half ago. Oh, well, okay, almost 2 years ago. It's got, oh, look at this. This is nice. Little quick setup guide. Just tells you where to plug everything in. Put the round pegs in the round holes and the square pegs in the square holes, and you're probably good. What else is in here? Predator Premium Service. Thank you for joining the Predator team. Along with this product, premium product, comes premium service. From a 2-year limited warranty to a dedicated support team for Predator products, we're here to make sure you have the best experience, and they provide a 1-800 number right here for you to call on this product. So that's nice. What else is in here? That's going to be the keyboard and mouse. I'll set that aside for a minute. Let's get to the good part here. Can I pull this out? Okay, this is, here we go. Foam insert. Oh, I knew something was heavy in there. Power cable. I'll set the foam down. This looks cool. It's a little bit heavy. It's not the lightest machine around. That just means it has a nice steel case to it. And it's also a little bit awkward because I have the table set high. The desk here is a desk that raises and lowers, and so I have it set so I can stand here. The downside is reaching into boxes, it's a little awkward. Ah, how cool is this? Oh, I've got it upside down. No worries. Always try to be nice and gentle with stuff. Be sure to keep the foam cover. Be sure to keep the foam if you ever need to ship it. Keep the box and the styrofoam as well. A lot of people tend to throw these things away, and then they either a few years from now go to sell the machine, or they need to send it in for warranty support, or they're moving and then they can't figure out how to move their machine around. Save the box, save the foam. Here we go. This is cool. What do you think? Is that an aggressive enough looking machine? Here, I'll turn it to the side. I haven't actually seen this yet either. I've seen pictures. That's pretty cool. Power button on top. This is, I can't really do this from around here. Two USB super speed ports, memory card reader, headphone jack. The DVD burner is behind that. Neat. Oh, and there's the video card. Here, we'll turn it around for the good part. On the back, they have put stickers over the integrated graphics port saying this port's disabled. That's correct, because you've got your built-in graphics card. Standard PCI Express graphics card down here, fully upgradable for the future. What else is back here? You have got 4 USB 3.0 ports back here. You've got 2 USB 2.0 ports. That's where you're going to put your keyboard and mouse. You've got your gigabit Ethernet. You've got your speaker and microphone ports. You've got your power plug port back here, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty straightforward. Let me see here. Okay, there's the eject button, but I probably can't open it. Oh, yep, here we go. This is my first time looking at this too, so I will be doing a follow-up video with this plugged into a monitor, and we'll load some stuff up on it and show its performance. There is an eject button here, but you can manually open this here. You can see the standard DVD reader and writer burner there. That's a 16, is it a 16? It's a 16X reader, writer, multi-drive. So I was mentioning specifications before, so it's got the Intel 4-core processor, 8 gigs of RAM. It has a 1 terabyte hard drive. It has got AC Wi-Fi. It's the 802.11 AC. That's just a technical name. What does it mean? It's the fastest available Wi-Fi that exists on the market today. It's the best. So there's no better Wi-Fi that you can get. I highly recommend, if you're gaming, especially gaming online, that you actually plug into the gigabit Ethernet in the port in the back. You'll get lower latency and better response, but the Wi-Fi is pretty good. You can use it too, it's fine. It does have Bluetooth support, which is nice. I printed out my sheet of specs here. There's 2 USB 3.0 ports on the front, 4 on the back, 1 display port, 2 DVI ports, 1 HDMI port. Now, I will tell you that this video card will support multiple monitors, but it's not really powerful enough to game on multiple monitors. Like if you want to put 3 screens in front of you and game on all 3, it really isn't meant for that. But here's what you could do. You could have 2 1080p screens. You could game on one of them and have the other one have your web browser or videos or Netflix or whatever you want to do, so you can be gaming while you've got your other screen up. It's plenty powerful enough for that. Running the Windows display on the other screen doesn't really stress the card. I mentioned it has a secure card reader. The other nice thing this has is this has upgraded sound. This has got Creative Labs Sound Blaster Cinema 2 with EAX 5.0. That's just a really fancy term for it has slightly better sound than normal machines. They're all probably fine. Unless you have really good sound, unless you have really good speakers or really good headphones, you probably won't tell the difference. But it looks nice on a spec sheet. Was there anything else I want to say about this? 1 tera. The hard drive is 7,200 RPM. It does not have a solid state drive, which I would love for it to have, but in this price point, it's a challenge to get it in there. Frankly, they could, but either they would have to make it smaller and leave the hard drive out, or charge more. You can add an SSD, of course, but the cloning process is a bit of a pain, and I have done a video of that showing in the Levino how to upgrade. I am going to be doing one on the Asus. I might do one on this one, I don't know yet. Anyway, so that is the computer. Oh, the keyboard and mouse, we haven't taken those out yet. Let's see what's in here. All those specs sound whatever. I mean, either you know what they are or you don't. Here's what I want you to take away from that. If you want to, oh wow, that's nice. That is a cut above. You know what else you're getting for your money? It's that right there. You know, I'm so used to opening pre-built machines and taking the keyboard and mouse going, yeah, whatever, you know, who uses those? I use my nice Logitech keyboard and mouse. I haven't used a pre-built keyboard and mouse in forever. Take a look at this. Wow, that is nice. And it's not a chiclet keyboard. These keys have real travel. Too many of the cheap pre-built machines come with those little the keys that don't travel, that travel like a few millimeters. They don't move at all, and they really feel, quite frankly, terrible. This, and it's got a palm rest, and it's got volume controls and playback controls up top. This is nice. The keys are smooth. You know what? That's a nice keyboard. Is that backlit? That might be backlit. It doesn't say, but the keys look, I'll have to look it up. I'll put a note up here saying whether it's backlit or not, but that actually looks backlit. Mouse. You can easily go spend $30 or $40 for a nice gaming keyboard with good keys. If you use that and it saves you from that, because if you buy that, the Asus M32 CD for $450 I mentioned earlier, great computer, complete, horrible, how do I put this nicely? I've never even plugged its keyboard in. It's a nice backup keyboard if you ever need one. I would never use it in a million years. I would only use an aftermarket keyboard with that. It's frankly a terrible keyboard and mouse that it comes with. This is not. This is nice. If I was price conscious, I would use that. If I didn't want to spend too much money. How about the mouse? Oh, this is nice. The mouse has got side buttons for gaming. That's nice. And a center button. How does that feel? The scroll wheel is nice. It's actually got rubber on it rather than just plastic. And the mouse wheel clicks. The buttons are firm. I mean, it's wired. It's not wireless, but it's nice. You could absolutely use this. There's no reason to toss these aside and say, who needs this stuff? This is nice. So you're getting maybe $30 to $40 worth of keyboard and mice versus the $10 keyboard and mice that they usually give you. These are the kind of things that you're getting when you buy a gaming machine like this for a little extra money. So if you take that Asus M32 CD machine and you put in the video card, you're at $600. This is $750. But add $40 for the better power supply, and so you're at $640. Add $30, $40 for keyboard and mouse, now you're at $680. And the fact that you've had to do all this work yourself and it's not all warranted together, and then add to the fact that this has better fans and better cooling for future upgradability, and there's something to be said for, I mean, this is why I'm reviewing this. If you're looking for, not everything that's a deal is a low price. Sometimes a deal is convenience and ease of use. Let's do this. That is a huge silica packet. I'm going to move this aside, and no thumb screws. Of course, they don't provide thumb screws. That's all right. That's why I have a screwdriver. I do like cases with thumb screws, but way too many of them don't have them. I'm going to take the side off here, just take a look inside it. Here's another thing I noticed. That Asus M32 CD desktop has a sticker over the seam of the case saying if you break the seam, it voids your warranty. Now, I've also seen comments online from Asus's technical support saying, well, not really, so long as you don't do anything stupid, we'll still honor the warranty. But you never know. There is no sticker on the slide of this case. There is nothing I have to break to open this up. That slides off just like that's a standard side to a case. What does this look like? Now you can see inside. In fact, I can't see inside, so I'm going to come stand over here. Oftentimes when I shoot these videos, I actually have opened it up and looked at it before I shoot the video, but this is a true unboxing. I haven't looked at this yet. Ooh, nice. Here's another difference. Okay, I know you can't really see me, I'm over here, but that Asus M32 CD desktop has got a H110 chipset. It's the very, very basic entry-level chipset. It's fine, but it is the entry-level chipset. And it only has 2 memory slots. So it has 8 gigs of RAM, and you can upgrade it to 16. This one has 4 memory slots. This is probably an H170 chipset. If it's got 4 memory slots, it has to be. If this is an H170, Then it has faster DMI, direct memory interface. It's got 4 memory slots. It's a better board. You're getting something for the money. So in addition to power supply, keyboard, you're getting a better motherboard. So you could upgrade this to, well, actually you could upgrade this to 64 gigs of RAM if you really wanted to. If you replaced that 8 gig stick, you could put in 4 16 gig memory sticks. That's a bit overkill, but that's a lot of future upgradability that the under $500 machines don't give you. Here's your hard drive. There's a second bay here to put in a solid state drive if you want. So there's 2 3.5-inch drives easily accessible straight in and out. There's 2 more bays right here. And then up here, this is where your DVD burner is. And then there's 1 bay right here where there's actually something there. What is here? What is... It feels, I don't want to pull on it too hard. I don't know if there's anything there or not. It looks like there's a box in there, but I can't. I'll have to investigate and see what that is. Power cables. Okay, this is nice. Here is your 6-pin plus 2 PCI Express power cable. This is what's not included in those $500 machines, and there's 2 of them. There's one plugged into the graphics card, and there's another spare. So you could, if you wanted to, upgrade this to a GTX 970 or even a 980, or if you wanted to go to AMD, you could put in an AMD Fury or Fury, could you put a Fury X in here? There's probably not enough room to put that. You could put a Fury in here. There's not enough room for the liquid cooler. That's a different beast. So it does have, does it have a second, no it doesn't. It does not have 2 PCI Express slots, but you wouldn't expect it at this price point. Nice. I have no complaints. And power supply, let me verify, that's 500 watts. You can never read anything on here, they're so bloody small. There it is, 500, oh, this is nice. You can't read this. Not only is it 500 watts, but it says 500 watts at 50 degrees C. I've seen a lot of cheap power supplies that will list their maximum power rating, but listed at 40 degrees C. What does that mean? It's actually a decent power supply. Not all power supplies are the same, and some of them, in order to hit their power limits, lower the max temperature they can run at. So as your computer heats up, they have to down power themselves, and you actually aren't getting the power you're paying for. 50 degrees C at 500 watts is nice. I have no complaints with this. If you are looking for a 1080p gaming machine that will play all current games at decent quality and good performance, and the reason I temper it like that, you will not be able to play every game on the market at super mega ultra details at 60 frames per second with no hiccups. It's not that powerful. For that, you got to go spend $1,500. But if, frankly, the difference between medium, high, and ultra detail is less than you might think. It sounds like it's more than it is. If you put them side by side, maybe you can tell the difference, but give it a try sometime. You might find it's not that bad. Games like Grand Theft Auto will require the details turned down more than, say, Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 will play on this at max detail at 60 frames a second all day long. Some games won't. Each game will need a different graphics setting, but for 1080p gaming, a pre-built machine that you can buy and plug into the wall that you have to do nothing with, $750, that's a lot less money than if you went to an Alienware or some really expensive machine like that. So I will be following this video up with a performance review and evaluation, and if there's anything specific you want to see in that, by all means leave it in the comment section below. What do you think of this video? Do you like it? Do you not? Well, you know what to do. Subscribe is down there in the corner. Comments, questions, thoughts, feedback, suggestions, I certainly appreciate all those. That's what the comment section is below. If this video was helpful to you, if you went, holy smokes, I can buy a pre-built gaming machine with a real gaming graphics card for $750, sign me up. Please use my link in the video description below. In full disclosure, I did not get this machine as a free sample. I bought this machine. The link below will take you to Amazon. It is a referral link. I do get a small commission for it, but it doesn't change your price in any way. It's my funding source for these videos, and it lets me bring lots of fun videos to you, my YouTube viewers. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.